This is that it's a vegetable item actually. That Amorphophallus. Now this Amorphophallus is originally a forest plant, like all the other vegetables. We humans didn't invent anything, but over thousands of years we have manipulated the species that are useful to us in such a way that they become kind of domesticated and tasty and palatable and all that. This Amorphophallus, there's one variety that we are all eating. At least in many places in India and Asia they eat. It's called elephant foot yam. And in India itself quite a few species are there of this Amorphophallus. In Western Ghats area there are a few, and probably if it's properly studied there will be more. So, and then that edible one is some 1 or 2 species only are edible. Rest of them are very harsh to taste, and we can't eat. Wild boar may eat some of them. They will eat that wild variety. This domestic variety also causes little itching and all in the throat if you have to eat in the right season. So now here in first rains of monsoon came, so it has sprung up. This one is about some 7 or 8 years I think at least, and old. And the main that mother tuber is located in the middle over there, that fat one. And then every year in the start of the monsoon, that upper part starts growing vigorously, and some babies and all are born underneath, small ones. Here are some quite a few are there. Some 20 are there, probably 20 small ones at the base, all over there. And then throughout the year, that since the soil is moist because of rain, this one is grown naturally. That means we have not even watered it for almost a decade probably. Only it's growing by itself. So every year that main mother shoot will come up, and it becomes bigger and bigger over the years. Now it's my height. That is about some 6 feet tall. And the little babies, they come out, and then it becomes a clump formation like that. And on that mother tubers, little ones will pop up on the sides, and they'll all slowly fall down and separate out, and it becomes one little grove formation. And you can, if you water it well, that base area, you can remove the mud carefully and take out those babies and plant them somewhere else. And normally as a vegetable, it's grown in rows and all, and then they give extra fertilizer, then water and all continuous regularly. So and then towards the end of the monsoon, this whole thing is mature, and it's kind of starts a kind of a dormant stage. And the weather also is cold, and that kapha builds up in the body, the chest and all, you get phlegm and all builds up. So this one has slight expectorant quality, this vegetable. That harsh element, whatever is remnants of that forest variety, some traces of those chemicals exist in it, in this domesticated eating variety, and then it will, that's enough to trigger some light irritation in the throat, and you will expectorate and all that. So it's the right season to eat is not in the summer, definitely. You have to eat it in in that rainy season towards the end and winter and all. And this one is even older clump. And this is massive. It's about almost double of my height. So if we had watered it, it would have become, I don't know how big it is going to become eventually. This year we'll try watering this one. Oh, that's the new shoot has come out. This will grow into a big stem. It's quite an intricate folded thing. It will unfold slowly as it grows. Then here also babies are there. This one that we don't water at all. So because the rain is less, some of them are kind of little bit droopy. If we have 1 or 2 good showers, they'll all stand up again, and this also will become a nice clump. It is already a clump formation. So to sum it up, this can be left as a perennial thing in your garden. 1 or 2, don't harvest it. Then you can take out those babies every year. They look also beautiful, even in city gardens and these biodiversity gardens and all. This can be a small pockets can be created where you have these little clumps of them. And in many places, if the soil and all is quite rich and dark like that, you don't even have to look after it. It will survive like on a natural rain, but the internal ambience of the garden has to be maintained. Here we got rows of shrubs and then border trees. So inside the garden it's about some 3 degrees lower than outside, and then humidity also is more. So even here you can see that location of that first clump that I showed. It doesn't get the morning sun at all. That bush pepper and then the trees and all are there. Afternoon it gets a couple of hours of sun, mid-afternoon. Then evening once again it gets blocked by the trees on the other side, next row. So there are trees there that will block the afternoon shade. So this is now, even though this is actually a dry deciduous zone and desertified outside, because it's been maintained as our natural garden for almost 2 decades now, this place is now, it has the ambience and the features of a moist deciduous forest inside the garden, 2 acres. So one zone it has improved from dry deciduous to moist deciduous because of this natural farming. And this Amorphophallus is a wonderful plant. All small farmers who have nice ambience is created, only then you can grow this. It's a good plant, and in gardens and all normally the water. So such places it's beautiful, and that unique shape is there, and it's a native tree plant, and it feeds some hawk, moth or something, some colorful thing comes and has it, and even the flowers are quite amazing. And then next to that, one vegetable bed is there. We're growing some kind of beans, mixed vegetable actually. Some 6 crops are growing simultaneously with potato and all embedded in that one patch. So that's a bit about natural.